Hi. It's Care. Welcome back to my take at the lake. Doing a simple little project today. And the reason I'm bringing it to you is because I haven't seen it anywhere. I'm sure it's not an original idea. I'm sure that I'm not the only one who's ever done this. But I haven't seen it. And it sure has helped me a lot. And so I've been wanting to make a little video about this for a very long time. And as you know or don't know, I'm a huge fan of Pam at the Paper Outpost. And if you watch her channel, you know she has a new puppy. So this is actually for Sunny, her new puppy, Sunshine. This is dedicated to Pam at the Paper Outpost and for Sunny, because I have 4 dogs of my own. And I have to tell you, when I first got my art glitter glue, I was so excited. It was my first major purchase as a new junk journaler, and I thought I was part of the club. But as you know, it comes with a pin, sometimes 2, that you stick in here because it gets clogged pretty readily. And then most people have a little magnet that they put right there. Well, I didn't have any of those cool little magnets. What I had was a strip magnet, which I stuck on there, and it lasted about 5 minutes. And then I put Fabri-Tac on it, and it stayed pretty well for a long time. But once my pin got covered in glue, it wouldn't stick to the magnet because it was a crappy magnet. And so I ended up just sort of jamming it behind the magnet, and that A, kept me from picking myself with it all the time, and B, sort of kept it out of my way. But now and again, I would drop that pin on the floor. And I have 4 dogs. And I was always afraid that they would find it with their paw before I could find it. And so I took out my little box of bling and I snipped a piece off and I glued it to my pin. And so now when that hits the floor, when that hits the floor, I can find it pretty readily. My floors are gray, and so this black and blue on the floor, I can find it pretty readily. Sparkly, shiny. But I don't know if you can see that, but holy Hannah, my phone is cockeyed. This is going to be a weird video. My poor pin has seen better days. And I believe it was also Pam at the Paper Outpost who suggested getting the 2-inch pins versus the little ones that the glue comes with, because they get down in there further, and you know that's always a good thing. So I got a box of these 2-inch corsage pins at Walmart, and I just thought I'd share this little idea with you in case you have critters at home, or like I said, little fur babies, as people call them, or kids or whatever, because they'll find it quicker than you will. I do have a couple of suggestions. This is no longer that magnet, by the way. It fell off the other day, but I quite liked having it, like I said, tucked in there, and I wasn't picking myself on it all the time. All this is electrical tape that I sort of ruffled and then took another piece of electrical tape and taped it on to the bottle. And so I don't always have to hit the right spot. There's a whole bunch of places that I can just jam that in. And so that's an option if you don't have the magnets. And those little magnets, again, with my dogs, make me very nervous anyway, in case the dog swallows one of those little magnets. Very, very dangerous. So I just don't even have them. I don't have them. So, and the one magnet strip that I did have didn't work. So this is my new, because you want the pin handy. I mean, you want it. You don't want to go searching for it. I left this first one longer because I like bling. I like things that dangle and sparkle and whatnot, and I thought that was pretty cool. Of course, it kind of gets in my way when I glue, so I just learned how to turn my bottle so it's not in the way. However, when I make this new one, I made a prototype, as Pam would say. Instead of doing it from one end to the other, I folded it in half when I put it on the pin. So there's still lots of beads and whatnot, but it's not very long. And again, I can easily find this on the floor. And if we put this new one in my little tuck spot here, it's not going to get in my way at all when I glue. So, you know, you learn as you go. So all I did, super simple. I took apart, or I had pieces already, this bracelet that I had already taken bits and pieces of it off, and then I had this other one that had some more colorful beads on it. I took that, and again, I'm gonna fold it in half instead of using it as long as it can possibly be to look cute. I'm gonna fold it in half, and what you want to do is stick it in the smallest possible little hole that you can find, rather than this big chain. You know, sorry, totally off. I'm sorry. What you want to do is find the smallest little hole that you can go in, so that it stays on a little bit better. We are going to glue it just a little bit, but I want it in this little hole versus this big chain, just because I think it'll last better, although it'll be shorter if I do it in the big chain. Well, here's another option. Here's there. So now it's kind of in both. I have it in this the little hole of the black and the bigger hole of the chain, and that's fine. And then I take a little bit of Fabri-Tac, because as they say, it is the closest thing to hot glue without hot glue, and I don't think hot glue lasts. Oh look, I need to put a pin in this one. Or have it its own pin, because this is a whole other animal. But yeah, that gets way down in there. Ooh, that's good. It gets down into the whole tip, so that's important. So, oh, look at how well this is going. So where did I have it? I had it in the black one. So I'm just gonna put it in that black one. I'm not gonna worry about the big chain at all. I'm gonna get that close down to the head as I can of the pin. I'm gonna put a tiny little bit of Fabri-Tac around that pin. Are we even on camera? And a tiny little seed bead. Get that down into that glue. And then a little bit more glue. Aim it so if you can at all, get it down into that little hole. You know, it doesn't have to be pretty. It has to be functional. It just has to keep that bling on that pin. So, and then of course just set it somewhere and let it dry. That's it. That's today's project. That's it. Just gluing some bling on your pins using the longer ones. Are better. See how nice and long this is? It's cute, but it would irritate the bejesus out of you after a little bit. So I'm going to put the pin in the middle. I'm going to break that up, and I'm going to put the pin maybe in that little tiny hole. Put some glue, just in case you missed it the first time, LOL. Little seed bead, jam it down into that glue. Add some more glue. Anyway, I hope Pam sees this, and I'll send her a link, and she makes a few. Keep Sunny safe. It's important to keep Sunny safe. Jam that glue down in that bead, and there's another one done. So you'll be able to find that rather quickly on the floor versus just a pin, right? That's the beauty of it. That's all I have for you today, but I've been wanting to do this, and again, it's dedicated to Pam at the Paper Outpost, Sunny. Let's keep all our little critters safe. Keep those pins off the floor. We still need them. Gotta have them. I get it. But hopefully this will help keep their little paws safe and help them from, we don't want anyone getting pins in their mouth or in their little feet or anything like that. So thank you very much for hanging out with me a little bit, and we'll see you back here again soon. Take care.